What's happening, people? Welcome to Music Monday. Music Monday it is, and today in the skillet we're going to be talking about a tune called Fool's Tale. It's on the Hillary Step. We're working our way through that album, and this is a song that our drummer, or one of our drummers, Noel Felty, wrote. He wrote all the music, he wrote all the lyrics, and he sings it on this track. So let's just dive right in. What is Fool's Tale about? I kind of briefly talked to Noel a little bit about this song because I wanted to make sure I got it right. It deals with some pretty introspective, heavy themes. Noel's a multi-talented dude, kind of a deep thinker. And at the time he wrote this song, he was telling me he was suffering from really bad insomnia. Couldn't sleep. A lot of times he would get up when that would happen, and he would go to his practice room, and he would play music or write music or do whatever he could do to just try to occupy his mind, because it was just going and he couldn't slow it down. Other themes in this song too, it kind of deals with repetitive behaviors and how often in our lives that we just seem to we try to change things, but we end up getting right back in the same pattern of wherever we got off. It also loosely deals in with self-medicating, either through prescription medication or alcohol, to try to find your way through that. And here again, the reality is, and this is kind of ties into the course of the Fool's Tale, and that's just foolish thinking, because you're going to end up right at the same place that you got off. There's no shortcut to getting there. There's no way around. The only way is through. So that's kind of loosely what this song's about. There's a lot of heavy themes in it. It's kind of more poetically hidden in there, but if you want to take a close listen to it, you can start picking apart some of the stuff in it. The cool thing about songs like this that he wrote is you can kind of put yourself into it and draw your own interpretations out of it for what it means to you. Those always make the best songs, in my opinion. So, yeah, I said Noel's kind of a deep thinker. He's a multi-talented dude. He has all kinds of interests, and I think, his mind's just going all the time. And I think this was the point in his life when he was trying to reel that in, and he was also trying to find his way in this band. He had just joined, and he had been out playing for years on the road with Catfish Jenkins. He had played with Colonel Bruce Hampton in the Fiji Mariners, and then he joined us and played for many, many, many years with us. So trying to find his way as a writer and adding material to the band, and doing that in a constructive way that fit in with what we were doing when you got a band that had already been trucking for a lot of years when he got there. So now that's not an easy role or task to jump into. He's a killer drummer, great guitar player. He wrote all the music to this thing too on guitar, so most all of it. So we just learned it. So it's pretty cool. Take a listen to it. I think there's more to it than like so many of our songs. Than when you just first kind of take a listen to it, you don't realize that's really what all it's about. Some pretty heavy themes in this one. So check it out. I love the way it starts off. It's kind of got an Irish jig, triz on the fiddle. And then that middle section, when it goes into that really funky middle section, and Noel put that in there intentionally to try to musically show a shift when you're trying to break the behavior or the pattern of something you're doing. So that whole section was intentionally put in there to musically try to demonstrate that. I think we did that. That's my favorite part in it. It's pretty funky. It's pretty cool. So that's what we got for Music Monday, a really cool tune that Noel Felty wrote for the band on the Hillary Step called Fool's Tale. And as Paul Harvey would say, now you know the rest of the story, and you certainly do.